Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about the power of Hall of Fame hustler in NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Now I know this video probably should have been made months ago, to be honest with you. There's been no gameplay updates in terms of how the badge actually performs and anything that really affects the meta of how good this badge really is when it comes to in-game activity. But I've been using it on the Hall of Fame level in the park very often, and what I've seen is exactly what you're going to see in today's video. So I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, for to drop a like, sub if you're new, so I'm noties, good stuff, and like always, try to 1 to 500 likes. Now, for this badge, it's going to be on display for the very first shot of this game. You're going to see the shot goes up. I hit him with the worm. I don't even actually have worm, for that matter, mind you, so just keep that in mind. But anyway, hit him with the worm. We both get stunned. Now watch how I beat him to the ball. That is crazy, man. For the 6'10", the bigger build and the slower build, to beat this guy to the ball. That is all what Hustler is about, 100%. And it also is about in the air rebounding as well. So whether it be this right here or until the ball hits the ground, I think some people have the impression that this only works for loose balls, like as in when someone gets it poked out or it's a bump steal and the ball is just dribbling around, bouncing around everywhere, and then the people are just going to race to it. It 100% affects for rebounding as well. And what you're going to see is exactly this right here, beating him to the ball, and boom, Hall of Fame Hustler activating right there in the top right, as you can see. Now, I'm going to showcase the whole gameplay for this video right here. You're going to see it's about 6 minutes long or so it shouldn't be too big of a deal to sit through, but I will let you guys know it activates probably 6 times in this game in terms of actually helping me get to the rebound or just in general getting the rebound itself. So right here, this is one where I would debate with some people that I really do believe this actually activates for Hustler. Even if it doesn't visually do it, I truly do think that Hustler helps you as a big man run to these rebounds and beat people to it. Now again, some people would dispute that, some people would disagree and say that it only works when the ball has hit the ground and then it's like on the run pretty much and people are going to be chasing for it. I personally feel like Hustler is going to help you get to those rebounds off of screens, anything like that. When the ball is not in someone's hands, that's how I feel like it activates. So even if it's not popping up on the screen right there, that's at least my theory. Because I really do think, and you're going to see later in this gameplay, that there are so many times that you would believe that it truly does affect the way that your build moves when the ball is just in the air. So anyway, that's my theory on Hustler. I truly do believe that it just affects when the ball is not in someone's hands. But again, some people may disagree and think that it's only when the ball is bouncing around. But anyway, free rebound right there, really easy. Again, there's going to be some dead times in the gameplay that really just don't see anything on display. But I wanted to show just a straight up gameplay fully through. And this is a really good display of actually showcasing it multiple times. So do I think this is something you should run in Pro-Am as well? I truly do think so, 100%. You're going to see on this play right here on display, I beat him to the ball. Again, the ball didn't hit the ground or anything like that. You're going to see Nut puts the shot up right here. He's going to be hitting this little fade, and then boom. I don't have position at all. I'm way out of this play. I'm running from the corner by the time the ball, let's just see where I'm at when the ball is out of his hands. I'm literally in the opposite corner of him right here. He shoots it slightly early. It bounces pretty long, and you can see all of us literally run for it, and you can see I beat them to the ball. It's crazy, man. Hall of Fame Hustler really is built like that. If you ask me, I try and spin through the crowd too. You're gonna see some good stuff on display as far as gameplay goes, but again, Hustler is not popping up right there. Now, it's up to you to believe whether or not that it's actually helping you in some situations like that where it doesn't pop up on your screen, but that's the same thing can be said for a lot of different badges. I don't want to like pick names or anything like that on which one actually does help you or not, but the list goes on and on with them. And you know what, if you're at this point in the video and you want to leave a comment on some badges that you think work even though they don't pop up in the top right of your screen and you can feel them working but you don't see it working, feel free to leave that in the comments. I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts are on like other badges that work like that. But anyway, you can see Nut comes off that screen, hits the hop back, real crazy like that. That was pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie, from him. But anyway, again, now I have 4 rebounds right here. You're gonna see Nut hits a little bailout pass, we get the dunk. It's gonna be on display. I end up getting 8 rebounds in this game. I think like 5 offensive rebounds or maybe 6, and it's always gonna be on display. I do shoot pretty poor in this game though, I'm not gonna lie. I try to put some jump shots and they weren't really falling, to be honest with you. But Slasher LakerFan is in the building. You guys already know what the spin lay is. I just be on top of that stuff, and if people overplay one side of me, I just go for the spin lay, get the dunk, easy. Right here though, again, I just keep on, I'm a little too deep on the 3-point line if you ask me in some of these situations, and I wanted to move in like that one that you already saw, and obviously I missed that one pretty bad. But anyway, right there, hit a little behind the back, go with the dunk meter again. So now it's 17-0, and I gotta say, I am glad that we ended up turning the ball over a couple times here because it did put on display how the build moves. Now, I want you to see this one right here, how fast my guy moves as the shot goes up. So we'll just go ahead and run this back real quick, and you can see full speed. All right, so the ball has not hit the ground or anything like that, and watch how quick my build moves on this. boom, zoom into the paint, and you can see the speed boost on display. Me personally, I think that's Hustler 100%. Now it could be as well, I have juice on my build, so my speed may be getting boosted just a little bit as well. It's not like I have slash or like lock takeover or anything like that though, so just keep that in mind. But speaking of what juice does for me, you can see I bang the white right there with the green animation. I mean, sharp take on this build with juice is going to be going crazy, but again, thankfully we did turn it over a couple times, because you're going to see we actually do get a couple more displays of Hustler working. Right here, I feel like it's maybe iffy one as far as whether it was activating or not. So you're going to see Nut puts the shot up right here, gets the steal, fades it to the corner, and I'm running the opposite way. Now, mind you, he jumped, obviously, but either way, you can see me absolutely track this down off horizontal movement, not even vertical. I literally didn't even get up in the air for this. It literally was this horizontal movement that I speed boosted out of, and we'll go ahead and just run that back real quick. Boom, shot goes up, I am running to that thing, and it just like is a lunge. Either way though, again, I lose the ball, turnover. It is what it is though. It gives us more glimpses at this right here. I wasn't planning on that, but it ended up being good for the gameplay. So there's a bright side of things. Anyway, this guy ends up hitting that shot right there. The next shot, you're going to see this guy puts it up in the right corner. It's kind of a free board to an extent. Like, this is a really easy one where no Hustler is involved, but I throw a Stevie Wonder passing lane back to him. So then my guy's going to get the ball. He's working the ISO as well. And you're going to see, I think, Hustler on display one or two more times. So right here, he ends up kind of airballing right here. And I just kind of track it down. I don't think this one is a huge deal with Hustler, but I do think it still gives you some pretty good lunges when it comes to rebounds. You can see in this game on display a lot of good horizontal rebound animations where I did tap Y right here because it was just instinct. I was going to assume it hit rim and I was just going to jump. Simple as that, right? It's not like I was tracking the ball down or anything based off his timing or his coverage or anything like that, but because he shoots it very early and ends up airballing, and again, that lunge gives me the ball right there. I don't know if that's Hustler or not activating on those. I don't know if it's just rebound chaser in my build having good vertical and good speed and stuff like that. You can see he helps off the corner right there. You're going to see one last display of Hustler where I'm assuming that's going to pass me the ball, but I get drifted in. So then I try and dunk it, but I get a very late like jump shot timing, right? Now, I'm able to get back in the play and get the rebound off of it. Now, again, it's debatable. Some people are going to debate that this isn't Hustler on display right here. It doesn't impact the way that you horizontally jump. But me personally, when I don't run this stuff, my dude just acts like a lard and he doesn't do anything. He just jumps straight up in the air and doesn't grab these balls. I really truly do feel that Hustler helps you with horizontal jumps in terms of getting to these balls and tracking down loose balls, whether it be off rebounds or loose balls in general. But in this video, you see on display a lot of impact on rebounding, in my opinion, when it comes to those horizontal jumps and just in general, the one that we had with the worm where I track it down and don't jump for the rebound and I'm just able to run to the ball really quickly, or the missed jump shot that I had where I get the speed boost as well. Me personally, I think Hustler on Hall of Fame is a crazy badge to be running this park stuff because you make up so much ground on this small court right here where it's just two people on the court and obviously two defenders as well, or two oppositions. So essentially, with Hall of Fame Hustler, you're covering all that ground, and if you can beat your matchup to the ball in most situations, it's what you see right here. They had 1 rebound, and I had 8, and we had 10 as a team. So overall, yes, I am still the bigger build. I am still able to get a lot of those free rebounds as well because the Nut's either chucking it up and the defender isn't with the box out or anything like that, or I just beat him to the ball. But there were so many times on display in this game where you can see Hustler activating and how fast my build actually moves with it. Another thing to talk about with Hustler as well, I'll just get Pro-Am gameplay real quick so I can show a quick little display of what I'm about to talk about right here. Alright, so just to clarify, Nut only runs Hustler on bronze on this build when it comes to Pro-Am. He doesn't have a lot of defensive badges, so you can't really afford to run him super high, but I have noticed this on display when it comes to other lockdowns that we may play against and stuff like that, where they get out on the break like crazy in these situations. So we are technically on defense right now, right? So any movement that he was doing in that display right there, I feel like Hustler gives him a speed boost on that. And that's maybe why these smaller guards who don't have super high speed upgraded, right? Or maybe can't afford to have their Hustler super high. I feel like that's why 6'9" and 6'7" and stuff like that who be on ball defense, guarding ball, get out on the break so crazy against smaller guards. And I just think there's no way that a small guard shouldn't be able to keep up with Nut when he's out on the transition. And again, mind you, he only has it on bronze, so I'm not sitting here saying he makes the hugest impact, or I don't even know if that's a word, but biggest impact when it comes to actually having Hustler. But it's a display that I've seen so many times over and over again where our guards can't get back on defense and the 6'9" is shredding on them out on the break, probably due to Hustler, to be honest with you. And I think that it really affects fast break game 100% super heavily when it comes to Pro-Am, Rec Center, whatever the case may be. So if you guys feel this way as well, also he gets tracked down a little bit, but if you guys feel this way as well in the rec center or anything like that, if you play as a lockdown and you have hustler, or you're a smaller guard and you have good speed, but a lockdown's beating you down court super fast and you don't know why, I want to hear you guys feedback on that, because I really do want to know what people think as far as hustler goes. But anyway, that's off video. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you at least take something from this video as far as what I meant by hustler activating or not as well. But anyway, that's off video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you have any feedback in the comments that you want to leave, like I said, in terms of your experience with hustler or how it helps with you playing on-ball defense when you get pluck steals or bump steals and stuff like that, and you can track them down, just any experience that you have with it, feel free to let me know. So anyway, that's off video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you made it to the end of the vid, put hustler in the comments. Short sports made all the way through. None of that. Take it easy, man. Peace.